Hey everybody, my name is Leo and I run Kommon Thread as well as Keyprint Co. here out of Fullerton, California. So Kommon Thread is a traditional screen printing shop. Customers come in with their orders, we print them, package them, and then hand it right back to them. I started screen printing because my company needed company shirts. I was running a magazine at the time and nobody could print our shirts. So I decided to buy my first print shop setup. My very first press was the Big Blue machine, which everyone has seen. It's a 6-color 2-station press, and it was not the greatest thing on earth. Truth be told, it probably took way longer than if I had just invested in a good setup from the start. At the time, it was all I could afford, but similarly, it's because I just didn't really know a whole lot of the industry, and that's why the choice was made kind of on short notice. For our company, we've grown a lot over the past few years. It's a small team, it's more concentrated, but we have a higher production output. The way we were able to do that is we upgraded a lot of our equipment and our processes. So at the moment, we're up to 2 manual presses, we got 2 DTG machines, we just got into DTF. The latest addition to our entire ensemble was the Epson F2100, and it wasn't just because it was a good DTG machine, but because it was capable of doing so many more things. With Kommon Thread, we have a lot of growth still ahead of us, but now we're dealing with screen printing, heat press, and DTG, so we've come a long way in 14 years. The biggest learning experience that I had was not one that I anticipated, nor was it one that I really thought was possible, but you can actually go out of business by growing too fast. And I don't think a lot of people realize this. It's more commonly seen with influencers, like when someone blows up and they just can't handle the fame. Well, the same thing can happen to a print shop if you blow up and you can't handle the production capacity. It's a very notable experience that I had because I remember losing thousands of dollars because when you make a promise to a customer and you can't fulfill on that promise, they have the right to just either not pay you or simply not come get the order after it's done. So if you make deadline promises, but you've never printed a 1,000-piece order, you better make sure that you're capable of it before you expand to those levels. If you take on customers that suddenly start selling 5,000 units a week, but you can't keep up with production, you gotta scale up before you make those big promises. Keyprint Co. is our newest and most exciting company to date. It is the company that makes equipment for other print shops. So as Kommon Thread is going through its day-to-day production, we find a lot of things that we can improve on in the industry in the form of products. Keyprint Co. is the company that makes those products so that other print shops have the ability to solve the problems the same way that we were with the products that we sell. I want to make it accessible for every print shop to be able to get the most out of their current setup. The way that it plays into effect in today's economy is most relevant during the pandemic. And the way that it panned out for us, which really clearly exemplifies what Keyprint Co. means to me and I want it to mean for the industry, is we were able to give people the ability to keep their doors open. It wasn't entirely because we made a groundbreaking product, a face mask plan. It was because the demand in the market really drove the demand for our product. So they kept the presses running, they kept the printers running by printing face masks. And it felt really cool to be a part of the pivotal shift for a lot of print shops to be able to keep their doors open by being able to offer them a way to keep printing something that they normally couldn't have. Social media really took our company to the next level, really not because we did anything to get it to the next level other than accepting the challenges as they came up. And along the same lines, Keyprint Co. was invented and was created as a company because there just weren't a lot of solutions for us at that time to fill the needs of the industry. And that's why our first product was the Captain Platen, because even at that time, we had the best equipment, but there just weren't any solutions on the market to print a hat very efficiently. And so because our company took off because of social media, we had to rapidly come up with solutions, which we did through Keyprint Co. As we started growing and picking up more momentum, the equipment just wasn't cutting it. So we ended up going with All American at first just to buy supplies. After a while and after talking to you guys for a bit longer, the suggestions, the tips, and truth be told, the ability to test them and maneuver them in your demo room was the reason why we ended up getting a lot of the equipment from you guys on afterwards. Is a little embarrassing to say, but I pretty much knew nothing at the time, right? So how do you apply a lot of this stuff? How do you work with a lot of stuff? And what I can tell you is that even back then, when I was first getting started in the print shop, a lot of the guys from All American, they didn't necessarily laugh at me, but they did take the time to say, hey, look, you're doing it wrong, Let me show you the right way to do it. You know, that kind of stuff stays with you because if you've ever owned a print shop, the loneliest hours are when everybody leaves, including all the employees and all the other printers, and you as the owner are still there trying to figure out the problem that you need to solve by the next morning. So having someone, laughing or not, helping you is the quickest way to know who really cares about you. Because the people that are by your side, even if it's through the telephone, are the ones who are actually gonna help you get to the next level of your business. If you want to find out more about the products, check us out on Instagram and YouTube. We're at Kommon Co. Or honestly, even check out All American stuff. They're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, looking at AA Print Supply Co. And the cool thing about checking out kind of both of the different channels is that you get to get a little bit of different flavors for both. But also keep in mind, we cover a large amount of knowledge in a very short space. So if you're looking to get as much information as possible, check out both channels. You're gonna get a lot out of it, I promise.